Hello, my name is Ilona and today it's Tuesday, November 15th, 2022. Today, Mr. T is going to make an announcement. In the Netherlands, it will be in the middle of the night, I think around 3 o'clock. But it's going to be an interesting day, what he will have to say and what his announcement is going to be. Of course, right now they are still counting votes, apparently, in Arizona. It's just baffling how long this takes, but it all has a reason, so we'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to take a look at the energy of the USA right now. What is the energy of the USA right now? Let's see. We've got the Tower. We've got the Knight of Cups as the central card. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in the past. We have the Two of Cups underneath the central card. We've got the High Priestess in the future, near future. And we have the King of Pentacles. This is interesting. We have both the Queen and the King of Pentacles in this one card reading. Well, to me, the first card, of course, is the Tower. So everything is falling apart. And I do think a lot of people are feeling like, what is going on? They're seeing with their own eyes what's going on with the voting, what's been happening. I think a lot of people are very angry, feel things are stolen from them. And this is about collapsing all these old systems, all these corrupt systems. They need to go, and it will be very shocking. Right now, I do believe a lot of people are completely baffled what's going on. Like I've mentioned with the fact that they're still counting votes. It's pretty ridiculous. So this is really about showing people, and it can be very shocking for certain people to see this, to actually see this happening with their own eyes, that they weren't able to use their vote, and they had to drop it off, or they had to wait hours in line. It's just really to show them. This is about the collapse of the old system, and that can be very shocking. And I do believe a lot of people are a bit like, what's been going on? What's going on? And especially things that are coming out now around the midterms. With, of course, yesterday my video about that crypto slush fund. That's all connected. I think more and more is coming out. This is really a chance. The Knight of Cups brings his cup to show people things. And they always say in the movies and in books, show, don't tell. And this is showing things. So people are, I think, pretty aware of what's going on now. I think more and more people are opening up in America, seeing it with their own eyes, feeling like it's taking away from them. It can be very shocking and terrifying, but it's necessary. It's about healing, and people need to see what's been going on before they can change things and before things can heal. Very important. It has to collapse first before healing can take place. So that's really the energy of the United States of America right now. And I can understand, especially when you're just looking at the outside, that it feels nothing's happening. We're at the same stage. They are again taking the vote and using it for their own agenda. I do not believe that they are getting away with it. I think this is really to show people what's going on, to show them. Sometimes you really have to bring it, lay it on thick so people can really truly understand what's been going on. This is still, secrets are coming out. I think more and more secrets. The High Priestess is about things that's been hidden. I think it's all coming out, especially in combination with the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is someone very practical, also someone that follows a plan in a way. So to me, this feels like this is really being rolled out in a certain direction, and it's purposely done. So all secrets are coming out. They can't hide anymore. It's collapsing their system, and I'm talking about the dark energies. Their system is collapsing. Everything is going to be exposed, and it's necessary that it's being exposed, and it will be exposed in phases. Of course, the gruesome things will take time, but first they are exposing this. Like this has been going on for a very long time with the voting. it was never a good system. They've always used it for their own agenda. And all these things are being exposed right now. So it's coming out. And there's a force behind this. Not necessarily a white hat card, but it does feel like someone has a plan to bring this forward, to show this so people can see it, can experience it. Because that's the best way to teach people, so to speak. Unfortunately, that can be sometimes very shocking to people. And I do believe a lot of people in the USA are right now quite in shock, or just like, what's going on, angry, frustrated, especially with this collapsing right now in front of their eyes. But it's necessary, because otherwise there cannot be any healing done if people don't understand what's been going on for so long. So that's the energy of USA right now. And I think that the announcement Mr. G is going to make is going to add to the destruction of the old systems, because that's a really important energy right now. It needs to collapse. People need to understand what's been going on. People need to see it, to start healing, to start changing things. You can't change what you don't know. It's very important to see that. So I have a feeling more secrets are going to be opened, and Mr. T is probably going to open that as well, to collapse this system even more and sort of start bringing in a new system. But it has to be seen by people. So that's the energy of the USA. I also want to take a look just the global energy, just worldwide, what's going on right now. The energy is it's been for quite some time very hectic, but I just want to see what the worldwide energy is right now. Now let's see. We have the Five of Swords. The central card is the Wheel of Fortune. Card in the past is the Nine of Wands. We have the Empress underneath the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Eight of Swords for the future, the near future, and the Ten of Wands. So these are pretty heavy cards. I'm just going to get an extra one. This is like a clarifier. This is the Two of Pentacles. So right now, things are changing, and I do believe they are going to change for the better. But right now it looks very, very drastic. It looks grim. It seems like the negative energies, the dark energies are pretty much taking over. And that I think that has to do with people losing hope. Especially now, of course, with the USA as well. Like, see, they're doing the same thing over again. Nobody's standing up. Nobody's doing anything. So a lot of people are in a very grim energy. Like, nothing's changing, but it is changing. It is changing for the better. This is, of course, again, this sacred feminine principle that we want to balance back into, of course, humanity. This principle of empathy, receiving, the female principle that needs to be balanced with the sacred masculine principle. That's what this is about. Things are changing, but it will look still for a while. This is feeling limited. This is feeling stressed out. So I do think that we're going to see a very hectic period coming in, where people feel like they're powerless, they can't go on anymore, they still don't want to see what's really going on, or they just feel like what they're seeing is awful. People are not capable of completely, handling everything, the stress, feeling of being oppressed, the system, the financial, of course, with all the prices skyrocketing. I think it's going to be quite a difficult period ahead of us, where everything is collapsing, where things are falling apart. People are being, just feeling terrified, not knowing what to do. And it's very important that we remain balanced, that we see some humor in this, and especially for the people that are, of course, awake and aware of what's going on, that we try to bring lightness to the situation. Very important. I do think we are really reaching a very hectic period where people can be very scared. have no idea what's going on. Things are, like I said, falling apart in front of their eyes. So I think it's going to be quite a terrifying moment or moments, or maybe a terrifying time period that we're facing, where a lot of people just have no idea what's going on. So that's why it's so important for the people that are aware to balance ourselves, bring lightness, how do you say it, bring humor. That's what this card is about as well, especially with all the heavy stuff people are feeling like. Of course, also the damage of the stings, people see it more and more. This is going to come out. This will terrify people, obviously, because a lot of people have taken it and they have no idea how they're going to respond. They may even already see people around them, loved ones, affected by it. So this can be so much to handle for a lot of people. Financially, there is, of course, this collapse happening. This old system is falling apart. A lot of people are terrified for their safety, for their basic needs, for their homes, for feeding their children, their family, themselves. I feel like this is going to be quite a difficult times ahead. We are really facing most likely a very hectic period with a lot of people kind of falling apart because of everything that's coming out. The truth is more and more shown. So people will have to face it one way or another. And it's up to each and every one of us whether we want to hear the truth or not. We cannot force that on people. But what we can do is remain as stable as possible, or balanced as possible, kind of going with the flow, but remain grounded. It's very important to ground ourselves, not get carried away with everything around us that's happening, with this very negative energy that's going around. And I understand that, because it seems almost like the dark energy got away with everything again. Of course, in the background, we see more and more truth coming out. But it's very important to keep the faith, to trust that this is going to be all right. This is what we were supposed to be going through. We were, in a way, prepared for this. So it's very important that we remain as strong as possible. How do you say this? Connected to our intuition, to our feelings, our emotions, not getting carried away with this feeling of powerlessness, like feeling that we don't have any power at all, not carried away with all this feeling of being a victim. It's very important that we step out of this, not get suppressed by everything that's happening, but trust that we are going to be all right, and bring this lightness, shine. It's so important right now to shine, because it will affect everything around us. So I'd like to leave it at this and hope to see you in another video. Bye.